Hello, and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. We've got John.
Hello.
And me, Ken. How you doing, guys?
That's Ken. I'm John.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much.
How are you?
I'm doing well after what just happened recently, which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
We had a good week. Let's start with the beer.
Let's start with the beer.
We had a good week.
We're going to jump into that. Absolutely. What do we have here, John?
You made a visit to Weyerbacher?
Yes, I was at Weyerbacher. So I actually had picked up a keg or two in the past for my kegerator, and I'm talking like years ago. And I've kind of like phased into different kinds of beers, and I've done quite a few. But I had picked up a couple from Weyerbacher, and then I had the empty barrel sitting in my like basement forever. And
I don't remember you ever having Weyerbacher.
I did. I had Sunday morning stout, I think it was, and I had some. Yeah, I know. I used to get for my keg. That was the thing. I really like their stouts, and now I don't do any stouts in my kegerator. I do, but I used to do the stouts.
Hard seltzer now.
Well, I used to do the stouts. I'll tell you why. I used to do the stouts because they were higher alcohol. They lasted longer. It was only me drinking them.
Yeah.
But now my wife has kind of gotten a little bit more and more into beer, so she has helped me out with the beer. So now I can get a nice like session or like a nice IPA.
And she'll drink it, right?
And she'll drink it,
That's good.
So we can kind of go through our, especially, dude, start of COVID, I was going through a keg like a month.
I think we all were.
Crazy.
Check
How
out
much beer we
You can do a before and after COVID and now.
Yeah, I know. So I was up there because I was like,
Up where?
At Weyerbacher in Easton, Pennsylvania. And they have
Karaoke factory?
Yes, not too far from there, not too far. And they have new owners there now.
Oh, okay.
So that was the thing. The place closed down, and it was one of those like we're on hiatus kind of moves, but really they were just getting a new owner, all that. And I was like, shit, I got some empty barrels I never brought back.
Right.
So they reopened everything, and then I went up there and I said, hey, can I return these barrels?
They took them?
Yeah, they took them.
But did you get anything back, or they just
Money?
No, they give you the deposit.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever
cool.
deposit. It was a deposit, so it might have been like $20 a keg or something like that.
Right.
But it was still like cool. You know?
Hell yeah.
I think it was $30 a keg, and I was like, all right, cool, sweet. I'm gonna buy some beers from you guys. Well, they were actually trying to figure out how to refund me because it was obviously something from the past,
Right.
and they want to make good on it, and they don't care because
Open up the cash register, you take a couple bills out, here you go.
that's exactly what ended up happening.
What else can you do?
But that's okay because I
And
threw
you gave some back.
Yes, I threw a curveball, and yes, I basically took that money, bought some beers while I was hanging around, and I was like, let me take a 4-pack, and I'm going to do a video and use it for the podcast. So
Show it up.
works out for everyone.
Let's see. Go for it.
Yeah.
Play it now before we drink.
Oh yeah, let's put that clip in right now.
Right now.
What's up, guys? This is Ken from Pub Suds and Grubs. I'm over at Weyerbacher over in Easton, Pennsylvania. This is they were closed for a little while and they reopened. I'm happy they're reopened now. Right now, I'm having their double Simcoe. It's a West Coast style, and it's actually they said it's been gone for some time now, and it was they said they were happy to bring it back. But this place is a couple changes since the last time I've been here, but it's still looking pretty awesome. I'll give you a quick view of everything. Yeah, these guys are doing it right. If you're in the Eastern Pennsylvania area, check these guys out. Cheers. Yeah, what did you? I mean, it's
Sweet.
It's a cool spot.
It looks like it. We
Yeah.
got to go out there.
Yeah.
You keep saying that's really cool out there. I've never bar hopped out there. I've been to the Crayola factory, but I've never really been out there.
Yes. There's some cool spots out there, man.
Let's
and
do it.
There's good restaurants as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That serve good beer out here.
And from here in Chester, New Jersey, into Eastern Pennsylvania, it's not that bad a hike. For you, it might be a little
I
bit.
think it's like an hour and 10, hour
Yeah.
and 15. Not too bad.
No, but that's still not bad.
No.
It's not bad at all. We can do, we get a couple of guys together and maybe even take a day off and just go hopping around there and do some spots.
Sounds good to me.
Because there's a couple spots, yeah.
All right. This is called Double Simcoe. It's a West Coast style double IPA coming in at 9%.
No, it's not.
9%. My eyes are
Really?
not failing me today.
Really?
Really?
Interesting. I don't remember it being 9%, but yeah.
Woo! All right, here we go.
Yes. So this was one that they had mentioned to me that they had in the past, and people were like,
Oh, so it's like one of their old schools.
yeah, and they were
new
a
owners.
lot of people were like,
Okay.
when are you bringing Double Simcoe back? We want it. We want it. We want it. So,
So you think the new owners got the recipes from the old owners?
oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have to. They have to.
yeah, to keep the name.
Because some of those are like that. Like I said, that's Sunday mornings now, and they have
right.
some cool ones that you don't want to necessarily lose. I mean, that should be part of it. Absolutely.
try it.
If they're going to keep it Weyerbacher, that should be part of it.
Weyerbacher. It's a funny name. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 100% into the West Coast.
Yeah.
This I like though.
Yeah. It's a little sweet.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah.
I taste the fruit.
Yeah. I might get 9%.
That's scary though. When you're not getting the 9%, it's scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff, guys.
I mean,
and
the color's strange.
I found that Weyerbacher in the past has been a little hit or miss for me
Okay.
on some things, and new owners, like I said.
Don't think I've ever had anything.
Yeah, really.
I mean, I might have. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Mary Monks, and there's a lot out there, man.
I think I even had your stout once.
Yeah.
Even though I was surprised that you had it. I think now I remember you.
Yeah. You remember me?
I remember you.
That was a good word. That's good that you remember me. Yes.
I remember you.
You remember me?
Good stuff.
Yeah. Cheers, Weyerbacher.
Cheers, Weyerbacher.
And we'll be headed out there soon. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. What else, John? So we wanted to talk about what we had brought up 2 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, whatever it was, 2 minutes
Yeah.
ago. So you guys, if you haven't caught it already,
I'm sure you have.
yes, I'm sure you have. We were part of a early release of their Poor Man's Poison, which I was wearing the shirt in the last episode. It was in the last episode.
Actually, that shirt's pretty damn cool, though.
Oh, thanks. You like that?
Yes.
Neighborhood Watch, The Burbs.
The
If you're an
Burbs.
80s movies fan, you got to watch The
That is
Burbs.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Corey Feldman, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
What's his name? He's passed.
The
The
military guy?
comedian. No, the comedian.
Oh.
That's Bruce Dern, and that's Rick Dukeman.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you.
bro. I told
Look
you,
at
I
you.
love.
So,
Love the Burb.
but yes, I pointed this for a reason. But but last episode I was wearing my Poor Man's Poison shirt. So it was a blast, and I mean, you don't realize how. I don't know why us. That's what I want to know. Why us? Why?
I don't know. I mean, this is the second time we
Did something, yeah.
we did something with these
And
guys.
there might be another
it's-
time very soon with we may bring maybe at least Dustin on to do some beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to coordinate that, man.
Yeah.
And so we don't know how soon it may be. It might be super soon. It might be who knows. But
So ever since our Drinks of Poor Man Poison video, we kind of stayed in touch. And you stayed
Yeah.
in touch with Dustin.
Yeah, me and
you
Dustin
traded some
yeah,
stuff.
beers, bourbon. We're shipping across and
They still watch us. Like we watch them and pay
Yeah.
attention to every move they make because
yes,
we love their music.
yeah, we're huge fans.
Huge fans.
And just to do that with them, so just to get back to what we're saying, we introduced their song, their new song that's part of an EP of which is out now. So it's and we kind of got a little head start, and we were able to give a little sneak peek on it. It's about a half-hour episode.
Yeah. Basically,
And-
they reached out and said we would love to do a sneak peek before it's available to
Yeah.
the public on your
Yeah.
show. And oh my God, the honor for that was, oh my God,
Yeah.
the fact that happened, it still blows my mind.
Yes. I feel like I'll be honest with you. I think when it comes to this podcast, I feel like I put in even more effort sometimes, knowing that these guys listen and you know.
You want to be professional.
Yes, and where I'm like, we got to make it extra special. We got some.
And the thing with those guys they're just down to earth, really cool guys. They're like us.
Yeah.
We did the Drinks with Poor Man's Poison almost a year in between doing this, and it was like we were friends. Like we just started like going right into it.
It was
and-
like I'll have to say the first time we met with the guys
We were
and we did
nervous.
drinks, we were very nervous, and we were very like you could even hear when we first started talking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay. I remember the first time I talked to Dustin on the phone, and I was like. trying to just be like all business. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we could do this, and what do you think about this,
Right.
and everything? And I'm like, I don't want to seem like, but I was freaking nervous.
We're nervous, but you know
Yeah.
what? Though in the end, we were like, but it's still our show, and we just got to be down to earth. Like we got to be us, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't change the game. We
Yes.
got to be us because that's what they liked about us. We were us.
Yes.
And
Stick to being genuine. We
stick to being genuine, and we were.
We were a little scripted because we wanted to make sure that we put out these
We
questions.
didn't want to embarrass
that
ourselves.
We wanted some questions answered, and we for their fans, and we also had questions we wanted to answer for ourselves.
Yeah.
And things that regarding the new music, what was going on, what was in the process. So
We
it
with
was
this
nice.
last one, we tried to make it more business-like rather than it wasn't a beer share. It was
Yeah.
more business-like because
Yeah.
this is a big deal for them.
Yes, and we didn't want to make too much fools of ourselves.
No,
on
I
this
don't
one.
think we did. I don't think we did at all.
You know, where last time we
this
were,
is-
we were a little tipsy, but yeah.
Well, that was the point of the show. I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't the point, but it was a beer share.
Well, they have shows like that. They have shows where people are having drinks, like celebrities and everything.
course.
Where they're doing that, and that's part of the game.
It was a beer share. We
Yeah.
sent them beer the first time around. They sent us beer. I mean, you can't realize how awesome that is. That
Yeah.
we sent them cane, bricks. They sent us Russian,
No, it was
not Russian,
it was
old Van Rasputin.
Rasputin. That's it.
And we drank at the same time from
Yeah.
New Jersey and California. We were drinking the same exact beers at the same time. That's cool, man.
And that one we did video, so we did that FaceTime.
Yeah.
This one was a little bit different. We just did. Oh my God,
it was audio.
It was audio.
So we couldn't
and-
see the guys while we were doing it.
and things have changed. Our sound quality, although a couple episodes I have to mention, all our we had a lot of people say what was wrong
episodes
with the sound. I had an issue where we didn't pick up any of our audio on our mics,
Right. We had to use
and
the camera
I had to
audio.
use the camera just to go back to that. That was a couple weeks
No
ago.
big deal. Our dozens of listeners didn't mind.
Yes, although we heard it from a few people that said what was going on with the sound on
Right.
that. That was a few episodes ago. I'm
Right,
bringing
right.
it up, but anyways.
But the fact that they wanted to release their song on our platform a few days before it really came out to the public, I mean,
Yeah.
that's something that is gonna, I'm gonna be grateful forever.
Yeah.
And we do this because we're not looking to be famous. We're not looking to get rich. We're doing this because we love hanging out with each other and drinking beer and drinking bourbons. And the fact that this happened to us, I think
Yeah.
we're blessed, and we had a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time, and it's cool that, like, once again, it's cool that these guys are into beer and bourbon. And what was even cooler was that if you watch the Drinks with Poor Man's Poison episode, we had talked about jokingly, hey, maybe you guys can create an intro for us. They created an
Our
intro
intro is from them, yeah.
from Poor Man's Poison, and that is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
And yeah. And
Yeah, so we're thankful for that.
Yes, if you watch our intro, you'll see TYPMP. Obviously, I think we've brought this up before. Thank you, Poor Man's Poison, for that, man. That was really cool.
We missed Tommy this time around. He
Yeah,
didn't make it.
Tommy. We missed
He didn't
Tommy,
make it.
man. I miss Tommy, and I miss his beard.
Yeah. I miss his beard big time.
Yeah.
But it went well. I think it went very well. We were not as silly as the first time around.
Yeah.
And like I said, with these guys, it was almost a year in between talking to them and doing this, and it was like we didn't skip a beat. Like we got into even like ripping on each other and
I think
just
that's a
having
guy
fun
thing.
and
I
jokes.
think that's a guy thing. I can
They're
go
just down-to-earth, friendly
without
guys.
seeing someone for 5 years, but you just the minute you see them, you catch up with from the last moment that you hung out.
Yeah, but sometimes you get like a little bit of like, not, I don't know, like they're just down. They're like us, and they want to be like us. They don't want to be these famous like snooty guys. They just want to put out music that they
Yes.
love to make. And
First
they're
and
just
foremost, they're
awesome,
musicians.
man.
That's what they
They're-
are.
They're
They
musicians.
have a passion for it. They want to share it.
and they perfected their craft.
And it's not about the spotlight with them. So that's the whole thing.
Exactly,
You
that's
know,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
especially going on a podcast with us.
Because they're not going to become famous from us.
Our
I
two,
mean, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
these two fools right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Although because of them, I think we've got quite a few subscribers.
Because
now,
of
so,
them, yeah, we're going to be famous because of them. They're not going to
If
be
it
famous
wasn't
because
for
of us.
them, we'd still be at 100 subscribers, maybe. But,
Yeah, I know.
but we're doing it. We just not
We'll be forever grateful
Yeah.
for that opportunity.
Yes.
And in my opinion, I think we've made lifelong friends. Like
yeah, absolutely. They're cool people.
I
man.
am going to get over the fear of flying, and I am going to fly out to
We
California.
gotta make that a trip. I think we do.
We do because
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if we all even got together and just met face to face
Yeah.
and be like, hey,
And I think we'd enjoy some bourbons, some beers.
Absolutely.
Guys, if you're watching, first round's on me. Not John. He can get the second round. No, he's a little cheap.
Maybe the fourth round.
Yeah.
Fifth round.
But I thought it was pretty cool what they had mentioned about their music and how they're putting it out and how they're doing just kind of a few songs here, a few songs there. It's not like a full-length album necessarily. The last one was an EP. And
so music is changing, man.
It is
evolving.
changing.
You don't have to put out a whole album anymore.
No.
You know, the suspense of putting out one or two songs here or there, I think get people like really into it. Like,
Yeah.
It's, you know, you put out a song, then you put out a second song, and the songs like Poor Man's Poison, their songs are almost connected. A couple of them. Yeah, it's a story they're telling.
Yes, it's almost
one
like
song at a time.
Each song or even lyric in the song there's a little piece to a puzzle there,
Right?
And you gotta kind of listen to it all. And they had mentioned they were putting some Easter eggs in that "Let's Go" song and other songs, and everything is kind of connected and intertwined, so that you almost like, I want to hear that full story. I want to hear everything that they're putting out there.
And it's you've put me onto them, and it's got to be it's way over a year now, and I still, the more I listen, the more I find something new, and I'm like, wow, that's part of the story. Is like
it hasn't gotten old, and I don't think it's going to get old. You just have bands like that. You can listen to it over and over. Now you said your wife is
my
into
wife
it.
is huge into it. Yeah, I mean,
and
I wish if I had a rubber genie
rubber what?
Yeah,
Are you getting excited?
The lantern?
Oh, the lantern, yes.
What is that thing?
The magic lantern?
The magic lamp? I don't know, whatever.
Lamp.
And I had a wish. I wish they came out here or anywhere and just played one live show. One live show with the hits, so I can just sit there.
John would be like, I know them. I know them.
Yeah, no, I actually had a dream probably 2 months ago.
Were you rubbing one while you were doing it?
No, I wasn't rubbing anything. They were playing a live show, and me and you were on the side of the stage.
Yeah.
And they called us out, and we like sang a song with them. And I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Guys, this is pretty embarrassing right now.
Yeah, no. Hey, what are you gonna do? I mean,
we
have pride in what we do. They have pride in what they do, and you know, we all mesh well.
It's all
all
fun.
in fun. We do this, you know.
We enjoy it. They enjoy it. They enjoy what they do. We enjoy what we do. We have fun.
I'm a
with this,
huge music guy. I mean, my life, I love music.
Yeah.
And music means a lot to me.
Yes. But to see what they're doing with regarding the how they're releasing things, and like I said,
it's different. It's different.
It's different. But I feel like they have, and especially from guys who are like our age, you know, they're on the beat with everything. You know, they've evolved. To see that, and where they're like, you know, we don't have to make a full-length album. We don't have to put some filler songs that may not be as appealing.
Right. And I think Ryan or Mike mentioned that, like, why do a full album with some filler songs when we could put all our time into these great songs?
Yes.
To me, sometimes the filler songs are just as great as the big songs that come out.
John's a B-side kind of guy.
I was going to say, I was always a B-side guy.
Yeah.
Always a B-side guy.
But not to say what they're doing is I mean, they are putting so much time and effort into each song to see.
I mean, they do everything. I mean, they record their own lyric. They write their own lyrics. They record their own song. They edit their own song.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yes.
It can't be easy.
And I mean, and Dustin's the man behind that, man. He's really he's mixing everything and he's doing everything with that.
He's a magician.
Yeah, he's got some talent right there. And we were joking around because before that episode, we spent about an hour trying to figure out how to get an iPhone audio to and poor Dustin has had patience, like you know,
he did have a lot of patience.
He's better patience than like a mom with 20 screaming children. Yeah,
I was ready to leave. I was like, if you can't figure this out, I'm leaving. And what did we have to do?
Yeah, we had to use your phone, your Samsung.
Everything worked.
Yeah.
One
the
shot,
iPhone
just
gets
one
difficult.
little plug, boom, everything works.
iPhone gets difficult sometimes with things. Why? I don't know. It's almost like we want to make money on this, we want to make money on that, so you got to use this and use this and use that, but that we own and I don't know. You know, they're like, we're going to be super smart so that you go broke. That's what it sounds like, at least. But yeah, it's pretty cool what they're doing. Music is evolving with streaming, with these clips and everything, these shorts and all that stuff, where people can integrate. Like I discovered Poor Man's Poison through Instagram. because I was drinking a beer that was called Juice Machine that had machine in the name, and I was creating a story on Instagram, and the song Feed the Machine came on, and I was like, and I put it on as for my story song, and I'm like, wow, this sounds really good, and I started listening to more of their music, and I'm like, this is really good, It was overload for me. I was like, and then like within a day or two, I had every single one of their albums, and I was hooked.
Listen, does it sound like we're kissing ass? Maybe. Are we? I don't think so. I think we're just fans. I mean,
I wouldn't have mentioned kissing ass, but but thanks for doing that.
Well, maybe you're kissing. we're fans, and now we're friends, and
yeah, it was cool.
A cool experience.
It was cool. We were grateful. Thanks, guys, for that. We really do appreciate it.
And we're looking forward to
we like what
future.
we like what you're doing. We like what you're doing with YouTube. We like what you're doing with just posting things and creating music that is where you kind of always have something to be desired more. You want to finish that story in a way. You want to keep listening and seeing.
You want to know how it ends.
Yes,
you want to know how it ends, but you don't want it to end.
Yes, yes.
Right?
But a part of me does
like
want to know
movie.
if they do start singing, and like, what's the next chapter? What's coming next? Is it going to be?
Maybe they'll start rapping or something.
Yeah, but their shit is deep, man. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see what's behind those lyrics.
I mean,
how you interpret. That's what they want, though. They want it to
figure out. You can figure out people's lives by people who put out music. Like you can figure out some people's lives and their history by what they're saying, and if you listen to them, you hear some deep stuff, and you in a roundabout way know what some people have been through, and
yeah. Well,
and you feel for it.
Cheers to those guys, and once again, and that was the thing I had to regret after the episode. I go to John. I said,
I never thanked them.
We never really. I've thanked them numerous times for doing the intro. But I'm like, I really wanted to publicly thank them, and I was like, shit, we didn't mention it. I even had it written down there.
I mean,
too,
listen,
I didn't
it's your voice on there. It's not mine. So I mean, maybe we should do this over again. I mean, hey.
Oh yeah. Where's Breaking?
I mean, what do they call me, Johnny Third Leg? I mean, I don't know what.
Where's Breaking Benjamins? They want to be on the show.
They don't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I even got the tattoo. Now I got to get the PMP tattoo.
Yes, you got to put the PMP. You got to get the tattoo remover or whatever. Yeah, and put the PMP there.
Yeah. I even called Dave Matthews. I said, "Listen, I'm on the phone with Poor Man's Poison.
Yes.
We're doing videos. What do you got for me?" And his people didn't call my people. And, I'll just stick with Poor Man's Poison.
Yeah, I think Poor Man's Poison is a hell of a lot better than Dave Matthews, man. I can't stand Dave Matthews. But anyways, but on that note, speaking of music, speaking of the time of year it is, we are getting into concert time, right?
We are getting into concert time, yeah, absolutely. It's the spring, so all the summer lineups are coming out, and the fall lineups are coming out.
Is there anyone that you want to see in particular? You can see Dave Matthews.
Well, it's Dave. I haven't seen Dave in a couple of years.
Yeah. You guys on a first name basis? Or?
I call him Davey.
Yeah, Davey.
He calls me Johnny.
Johnny. Right.
We saw his guitarist.
Oh yeah, Tim Reynolds. Yeah,
Timmy.
Yeah,
I call him Timmy. He calls me Johnny.
Timmy.
Now I'm looking forward to that, and I am looking forward to see Aaron Lewis and Stained.
Oh, but okay. Let me get this straight now, John. Bring this back. Me and John actually have seen Stained and Aaron Lewis on his own. Yeah, in the past. I haven't.
Was that the day after my wedding?
That might have been, yeah.
Me, you, and Melody. It was just the three of us.
Yeah,
the day after my wedding.
Ballroom, yeah.
I decided not to go on my honeymoon so I could spend the night with Ken and my wife and watch Aaron Lewis sit on a stool and play Stained songs.
Yes.
It was a good night, though.
That was cool.
It was a good night.
That was cool.
We sat on the couch on the side of the stage, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, though, speaking of Aaron Lewis, didn't he go country now? Isn't he country now?
So Aaron Lewis went solo.
It's like Hootie.
It's a weird thing, right? So you've heard of 3 Days Grace?
Mm-hmm.
The singer kind of left the band, took the drummer and guitarist from Stained. Because Aaron Lewis went solo. So Stained was kind of like, the band was like, all right, we don't have a front guy anymore.
Okay.
And they started Saint Asonia, who I love Saint Asonia. It's a good group. You got to listen.
It's like Audio Slave kind of.
Yeah, like a mesh of different bands.
Or Velvet Revolver or any of those. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Aaron Lewis, a couple of years ago, started bringing Stained back. He does do his country stuff.
Yeah.
But he started bringing Stain back, and they do some shows, and they're coming to PNC this summer.
Do you think that Stained is his passion or the country's his passion? Because he went back to it.
At this point, I honestly think the country is his passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's strange because his country songs and Stained, yeah, it's the same voice. He's got that voice that it's...
Yeah. Oh, he's got one of the best voices I've ever heard in music right there. Yeah.
Right. But it's different. It's like he changed it for his country music.
Yeah.
You know?
Was he more twangy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's strange. But
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I'm not into the country thing too much. But I'm looking forward to seeing them together.
Do you think he'll do any of his country songs?
I wouldn't
during this-
mind.
Yeah, just to hear it?
I wouldn't mind.
Or do you think he'll get booed off the stage?
I know when he does country songs, he does a couple Stain songs.
Yeah.
But this side of it,
Does he
I don't
twang
know.
them up?
No, I don't think so.
No, he doesn't.
I think he changes. He goes back to the Stain voice.
It's like
yeah.
he's like a schizo, and he's
It's
kind of
not
going
like
back
it's
to
been a
that.
while, man.
Yeah.
Since my horse left me for my tractor.
That would actually be okay, I think.
So I'm looking forward to it. Last time I had tickets for Stained, it was in June of 2020 when the pandemic started and the concert got canceled. And
I see it here come from my head,
it's been a little while.
remembering
Ba-da-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
everything you said.
Budweisers and tractors in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Speaking of which, man, I used to play.
my phone's going off the hook.
Yeah, dude, what did you fucking?
Just got 3 phone calls. 20 seconds.
So I used to listen to this, man, because me and my buddies back in the day in high school, we were in a band. I played guitar.
So was I.
I was in a more like legit band, maybe,
So was I.
in a way.
Foreskin forever.
Yeah, but you didn't play any
Dave,
instrument.
Rod, and Joe. I was the singer. I don't need to play an instrument.
Right. So
Steven Tyler doesn't play an
I
instrument.
played guitar. I'm actually kind of a big guitar guy. I've got I collect them and attempt to play them.
Why don't we play a song?
I got a Martin, a Taylor,
Why don't we
Fenders.
learn? Why don't we learn a Poor
Yeah.
Man's Poison song?
Yeah. That would be nice.
And
Yes.
we'll do it on the
Yes,
podcast.
That would be nice. No,
Dude,
I
you
don't
play it and we'll sing it.
I don't want to embarrass myself with my guitar
Why?
playing
We've done
skills.
enough karaoke in our time. Where we can hold up.
So anyway, I was in a band. Ruben, who's been on the show, he was a bassist, and we were actually pretty decent. And we covered. I was at my mother's house recently, and I was in my old bedroom, and I found like a box full of tapes, and I was playing them. And it was
And it was
tapes.
you guys?
Yeah, it was us playing. And
All right.
one of the songs was the song I was just singing, Mustained.
And we have that right now. We're going to play it.
No, we're not.
No?
No. But yeah, it was pretty cool to hear. I was actually singing on that one, to hear it, and I was like, wow, we were actually decent. It like sounded like legit real song, for a couple guys in high school and
Right.
stuff, or maybe we were just around high school, or maybe right
Who was
out of
your
high
drummer?
school. At that time, I don't know who was the drummer back then, because we went through a few drummers back then.
See, if we would have collabed,
Yeah,
we could have been like 311, like the 2 head singers, and you got the
yeah.
I remember asking Ruben to join Foreskin because we needed a bassist.
I think it was my friend Will who was playing drums at that time. But he was a guitarist. But he, when
Right.
you're musicians and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that, you play a lot of few instruments. But
Your brother would play drums. for us.
drums, yeah.
Self-taught.
Yeah.
why we were-
I actually took guitar lessons back in the day.
We learned one song, Blink 182. That was our song.
Which we're back together now too, huh? Like when
They are touring. They
Yeah.
are, yeah.
But didn't something happen where they had
Remember we saw them, though, and we were, like, not impressed because
Yeah.
they're the kind of band that talks too much in between.
Yes, they talk a lot in
Yeah,
between.
like Nickelback.
Yeah.
And Bono. Remember we saw U2?
Yeah.
We saw U2 and Muse, but
And
U2,
Muse.
that guy was
Muse was
Muse was
fantastic.
fantastic, absolutely. So was
Fantastic.
U2, but
Yeah.
there was more talk in between than song.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your political
Yeah,
views.
yeah.
Play the goddamn
Just
song.
play the fucking music.
I want to know where the streets have no name. Give a shit if you don't like our president.
Give me Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Yes, not Sunday. Donate to Africa. I don't give a shit. I want to hear the song.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yes. So concerts are coming back.
Come on.
I'm going to get into it. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Concerts are coming back. Yeah.
I actually had there's maybe I'll do it. We have the AC Beer Festival here at 311. Who, like I said, it's probably I've seen the most concerts at 311 over the years.
Again, I had tickets at 311 over the pandemic. This it was 311 and Incubus in the same show, and it got canceled because of COVID.
I like 311 because
We're not allowed to
they can really combine different styles of they do everything. And I think that's what I like so much about Poor Man's Poison as well. They're kind of all over the spectrum with their music, where you can appreciate their different takes on things.
Mm-hmm.
Are you laughing because I have gunk in my beer right now? Yeah. I see him smirking at me after he poured the beer. But yeah, I gonna throw up after this. No. But yeah, so you're gonna do
Even
a couple concerts.
Tap New York, what we went to last year. Blues Travelers playing this year. I would love to see Blues Travelers.
Yes. I like him better when he's fatter though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that harmonica play.
It's like Mumford and Sons.
He played the harmonica on a Dave Matthews.
It's like Marcus Mumford. Like he's lost a little bit weight, and I just saw something pop up on my Facebook that he was singing with Taylor Swift. Why don't come on? I kind of like.
Yeah.
I loved the banjo. I loved all that stuff. All this new stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about it, man.
Yeah, that's almost like sellout-ish.
Yes, in a way, it kind of is. He's very hip now.
Yeah, you don't hear much from Mumford and Sons anymore.
Well, they got rid of their banjo player.
Oh, he was the best guy.
Yeah.
That's why.
Was it Winston?
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Zedmore.
Because he had certain views politically, where he said something about it was a guy who was very far right. He wrote a book, and he said he just made a comment like, "Wow, he's a very brave man." But you can take that in any way you want. You can say he's brave because he's writing a book like this. He's being brave because of this. I think it was very misconstrued, and it was just too much around it. He voluntarily left just to kind of do the guys a favor, I think. They didn't want him to leave, but I think he's like, guys, I know what this is doing to you right now.
Well, now I'm banning Mumford and Sons.
No, it wasn't them, like I said. At least that I think of. But yeah, but this whole thing, collaborating with. I mean, I know Taylor Swift's like with these concert tickets and all these sales and all that shit going on and all the drama.
Her
with
music
that.
is kind of catchy.
All right, what are we drinking?
All right, so we're sticking with Pennsylvania. This one is out of. Wow, they have a few, right?
Well, it's Philly area, so
Yeah, it's the Philly area. This way. Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
yes, Ardmore. That's it.
This is called AlienShake from Tired Hands.
I think Jay gave us this one, man.
I think so.
Yeah, we were going through the fridge and say we got to put some beers that we've been having sitting here for a little longer than we would like, but this wasn't too long ago.
So I remember the last time we did Tired Hands, they do not put the ABV on the cans.
Yes,
But this is a
just look it up, damn it.
Ambrosia. I love Ambrosia. Ambrosia milkshake IPA with coconut, extra vanilla, marshmallow, orange, cherry, and pineapple, and X-Lax.
AKA diarrhea tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
And we're going to have it now.
Yes.
Cheers.
Just diarrhea in the morning.
Just drink the top layer. Don't go all the way.
Oh, wow. I like that. It's not overly fruity. I thought I was going to get super fruit on this.
That's very subtle, Mrs. Esterhaus.
It is very subtle, Mrs. Esterhaus.
All right. Milkshake IPA, usually a little bit heavier.
Maybe because it was sitting a while, it all kind of clumped up in the bottom.
I don't know, but I am digging this right now. That looks like A-drop soup.
I am a brave soul right now.
Yes, you are.
I always said that about Heady Topper. They say drink it from the can because they don't want you to see all the gunk and everything that you're drinking there.
I usually when I'm home and something's been in the fridge for a little bit,
Yeah.
I leave the bottom. I don't pour it all.
That was a good idea, but thanks for doing that for my class.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, there's still more in here. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But
Solid, though.
it looks like American Pie when Steve
It held up
Stifler,
nice. It held up nice.
It did hold up nice.
It's great. I like this variation. I love the whole Alien Church thing. It's kind of cool and fun what they're doing with that.
Yeah. Tired Hands puts out good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had anything bad from.
So have you ever? You said you've never been down
I've
there.
never been there though.
So they have a general store there where they sell. I think you get some cans there, but they got a lot of merch and everything. It's in a different location as where like the area where they have like the more head brewing facility. They have food there, all that stuff. And I just remember always going there, and the music that's playing at the general store is like. Like death metal kind of.
Nice.
I'm kind of like I felt like I needed an exorcist after I left that store.
Nice.
You know,
And a girl with like a ring from her nose and a chain that goes to her ear was like,
To
"Can
her-
I help you?"
to her vagina. Yeah, it's
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert.
I did go to their. Wait, I did. I'm gonna take that back. I went to one of their locations during COVID. It was a newer location.
And
It was very small. I don't remember where it was.
well, I got confused.
It was
with-
their newest one.
I got confused with the other half because you were in DC. And you went
Oh
to-
yeah, no,
it wasn't that one. That
This
not
was one of their newest ones
Yeah.
down in Philly,
Yeah.
and they weren't open yet, and COVID like held up their opening.
Yeah.
And I had to order online, and then go to a table and pick up. And but
Yeah, whatever.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we got it's another trip that we have to
get there.
plan. Outside of Weyerbacher, Eastern Pennsylvania, we got to go to down there again.
Get some cheesesteaks.
All right, well, you know what? It's been freaking cold. Spring is in the air.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. We're gonna start talking about doing it soon. I think.
Okay,
Yeah, and yeah,
I'm down.
yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good beer though, guys. I like it. I think I like this take on it. Mine's a little gunky. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Jason, because he definitely gave this to us.
Yeah, Jay. Thank you.
And we'll
Sorry we
we'll
took
get you
so
back
long.
on the show.
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. Sorry we took
Sorry
so
we
long.
took 2 years to do it.
Yeah. But this is solid. This is solid.
Yeah. We were letting it ferment.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should stick to music this podcast.
Yeah, let's keep
episode.
going.
Yeah, I want to keep it going.
Let's keep going.
I want to ask you,
You,
something.
you haven't been to a concert in a really long time.
No.
Besides Tap Fest last year with
Yeah, that's not
Wallflowers.
that wasn't a concert. That wasn't like
No.
an official.
Because we did a lot of concerts together.
Yeah. Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Papa
know.
Roach. Did we tell the Papa Roach story on the show?
Yeah, we
did?
I don't know if we did, but we can retell it.
Yeah.
It was basically us. John ran into someone he knows from a bar that we went to
Yeah.
that basically had an in with.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was equivalent to like a backstage pass. It was actually cooler than a backstage pass.
Right.
We got to hang out with the band.
They kicked everybody out, and if you
yeah.
had this special VIP pass, you got to hang out and just drink at
Yes.
the bar with the band.
So literally, it was me ordering a beer, and their drummer, someone was standing right next to me, ordering a drink as well. It was cool, but that was when they were. I think they were a lot bigger then than they are now. So it was a little bit more hype for then, I guess.
Yeah.
So John goes to me. He goes, Ken, I think I'm gonna go up to the lead singer and like.
He was just sitting there in a chair by
Yeah, he's like, I
himself.
think we'll say what's up and shake his hand, or something, So as he was saying that, the lead singer takes his finger and starts putting it in his nose, and he's digging for gold.
He was
Yeah.
digging.
And John goes, on second thought,
Yeah, no, I changed my mind. I'm good.
some of these rock stars take it a little too far. I think
Yeah,
They're a
I'm good,
little,
I'm
little
good,
too
I'm good.
free with their nose picking and all that stuff. And
He picked something out of his brain. He was and then I think he looked at it and wiped it on the chair, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll do a distant wave.
cool experience.
Thanks, guys, for your hospitality.
Yeah. I think the last concert I've been to was Mumford, man, with my wife. I think
okay.
that was the last one, and that was probably a few years ago.
We did. Do you remember we did a concert also at Starland Ballroom? There were a few bands playing. Ruben was there. My wife was there. We were with quite a few people.
Okay.
And one of the singers came out and during one of their popular songs and put the microphone in my face, and I sang like two sentences of.
Who was it? You don't remember? It could have been that memorable of an experience.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
I know the song.
Sing the song.
No, I can't do it.
All right. Now I want to know.
we
Now
did
it's
do
gonna
it. We
bother me.
did. We
You're
did
gonna
a
ruin this
lot
episode
of.
now because you're gonna know.
We did a lot of. We've done a lot of concerts.
Yeah. We in the past we did a lot more. a lot more now with families and with life and with children and with everything. It's a lot more difficult.
It is. I still do a lot of concerts though.
Yeah.
Me and my wife,
Yeah.
I've seen Breaking Benjamin.
All right.
least 20
Breaking
sometimes.
Benjamin, you know what? I'm sorry. No. No.
Have you listened?
Yeah, actually, they're good. Yeah. I like
How about I take you?
Yeah. I would go. I actually listened to them back in the 15 years ago more, than I do now.
Right.
Yeah.
They're better now.
Yeah. All right. Say so.
It's a new band.
Yeah. But as far as we enjoy it, we enjoy going to these concerts. We enjoy, like John
love
mentioned,
music.
about singing along. Me and John and our friend Frankie, Damien, all those guys, we used to do a lot, and Ruben, we used to do a lot of karaoke back in the day.
Yeah.
And I know it's pretty pathetic when you hear karaoke, you think about it. But John and I used to duet. And
Used to do a lot of.
do you remember our? Yes, I was going to say, do you remember our duet?
Of course.
It was every time I look at you, I go blind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We did some Chevelle. We did a lot of Chevelle.
Yes. Send the pain below. And we always had fun with that. And one of the coolest things I did karaoke wise, I was on a cruise, and they had, how they have karaoke on cruises.
Oh,
and
yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, there was a hell of a lot more people than you would find at a bar. And I was like, screw it, I'm a karaoke professional. And I sang David Bowie's
No.
Space Out. What is it? Space Oddity, right? What was it?
Mr. Tom.
Ground Control to Major Tom. Yeah.
Mr. Tom.
Mr. Tom.
Can I get you anything, Mr. Tom?
And which people don't realize, in the 1980s, Peter Schilling produced a song that was called Major Tom. It was supposed to be a part 2 to David Bowie's. If you're an 80s music fan.
People don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that. Earth below us.
The only thing I know about David Bowie's Labyrinth. I'm not a David Bowie.
Oh, wow. Really?
I'm not a David Bowie fan.
Oh, my God.
And Dancing in the Streets with Mick Jagger.
And Prestige, the movie?
That I don't know.
He played Tesla. Nikola Tesla, yeah.
He's dead, right?
He is dead. Gosh, that's just an insult, man. You didn't even know this. David Bowie was actually one of the greats, man. He was one of the greats.
If you say so.
I definitely say so, yes. But yes, I love that song. I sing it on. I actually have it on video. I'm not putting the clip in. Maybe I should. Should I put no, I'm not putting the clip in. Should I put the clip in of me singing karaoke? No, I'm not going to do that and to torture our followers.
I want to see it.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. How about this? If we have 10 people come,
People that say, I want to see it.
I want to see it, then I'll air it on the cruise ship of me singing that song. Yeah. Because we haven't. My buddy Frank recorded it when we were out there. But anyway, what was your favorite karaoke song to sing? I would say.
We did. Do you remember doing? Who's the lady that ran the karaoke at Tejo back in the day?
Bro.
What was her name?
Check this out. We got into karaoke because of her. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so.
I was there singing karaoke the day my kids were. My wife texted me that her water broke.
Yeah.
Or she called me. I didn't answer the phone because I was singing. And then she texted me. She's like, my water broke. I got to go.
So my buddy Frank, so her name's Yvette.
Yvette, yes.
And Yvette, like, she gave us the biggest confidence booster. She was always like, get up there, sing. She actually would, she's like, Ken, I want you to sing the song. I'm like, I never heard it before. It was like a Coldplay song. I wasn't a big Coldplay fan, And I was like, all right, I guess I'll sing it. I didn't know how it went. I'm like, yeah. Afterwards, I was like, maybe let's not do some randos like that, But look at this, John. This was 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yes.
Where'd they find her?
I think our friend Damien still talks to our karaoke lady or friends, whatever we want to call her, Yvette. And
who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe we should.
Yeah. So, it was.
Hey now.
It was Yvette. Shout out. I know you don't listen to our podcast, but you really were a special person when it comes to. You were like a great friend to us when,
you gave
especially
us
with karaoke.
confidence,
Yeah.
and you sang with us when we were nervous.
Yes. We're getting all emotional here, but we had great times with John. I remember singing a hootie.
There's a song we sang where it was a few different people. It was a girl, It was me. It was you. It was like a few different.
Yeah. Was
And
it?
I always ended it. I always did the kid. I always ended it.
Was it Chumbawamba? I get knocked down. And then there's a woman singing. No, forget it. And then with my buddy Damien, I would sing some Pearl Jam. Black, I think we used to sing.
Black's my favorite Pearl Jam
Yeah,
song.
we used to sing that together. And then every one of my friends I sang something different with, I guess you would say. I used to, by myself, I did a lot of Chevelle back in the day. It's been a while, guys. And we had such a blast, man, doing karaoke.
Yeah. We did. Me and Damien did a Dave Matthews song once. Oh, you know what we used to sing? We used to sing Jay-Z.
It's a Hard Knock Life?
No.
Oh.
New York.
Not with me.
There's
it-
nothing you can't do. And I used to do the rap part.
Yeah?
That was good times.
Yeah, it was good times, but I'm glad I don't remember that part of it.
I used to light it up, baby. I can rap like
yeah.
the best of them.
But we had a blast. Karaoke's cool, man. It's a good way for people to release some of those.
My issue with karaoke is I couldn't do it
inhibitions.
by myself, though. I needed somebody. Like, I needed you next to
Oh,
me.
you never sang on your own, though?
No, I've never sang on my own.
So what were some big karaoke songs in general that we remember? I remember myself, Bon Jovi, Ruben used to sing it all the time,
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, that song.
You know what was a really popular karaoke song? Like
What's that?
Sweet Caroline. Because you get everybody into
Yes.
it. I can sing Sweet Caroline.
That's the whole thing with karaoke. You don't want to sing a song necessarily that people don't know because they won't get
Right.
into it. They're going to be like, what's this?
Right.
But we had a blast with it, man. We really did. I kind of miss it.
Remember that one guy used to come around? He used to sing, what was that song? Shaving a...
Oh, that was
Shaving
cream.
Shaving
Be
cream.
nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look.
The guy sang it every week.
Yeah,
it was great.
old guy. I hope he's doing all right. He actually lived. I think he lived in my complex,
Yeah,
man.
he's
when I
probably
lived
not-
in Clifton,
probably
I used to
not
see him
around
walking
anymore.
his dog,
Yeah, I don't think that dog's alive.
or he's alive.
I don't think he's...
We had good times with those guys, and I haven't actually sang karaoke since I had my surgery. I had my thyroid removed,
Let's go. Let's go to karaoke.
and it's been a long time. I don't
wanna do it?
know
You
if,
wanna go?
if my voice can do
It'll
what it
hold
used to
up.
do.
You sound like the same. Let's
yeah,
go.
I don't know.
Me.
Me. No, I don't know.
Let's try it. Let's go out one night.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
get
been
the
too
old
long.
band back
So
together.
Damien and our buddy Frank,
Damien and Frank.
they
They
do
go
it
all the time.
every weekend. Yeah, every
Yeah.
weekend they're going. So, but it's a trek for me because these guys.
Oh, you got to suck it up. You got to make
Yeah,
it.
I know. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah. So, as far as karaoke songs, yeah, we hear that a lot of Bon Jovi. Like I said, Ruben, he's a cowboy. You know, on a
I'm
steel
a cowboy.
on a steel horse he rides. Is that even the lyrics? I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's been a while since since we've done it. Karaoke fans, yes, we're old. That's what we do for fun. We wish we were in a real band, but we're not. So we just sing karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, though? We sound damn freaking good when we do it, though.
Yeah, we sound all right.
Me and Damien did Hunger Strike.
The Pearl Jam
Yeah.
and
Chris Cornell.
yes.
Yeah.
Was he
Temple of the Dog.
He was hanging out when he sang that one.
Wow.
I mean, he was
Wow.
in your mind. When you
Wow.
were
Yeah, he was in my mind.
I'm going hungry.
I'm thirsty. You got a lot. I'm done. I am ready to jump into
You got to drive, so I'm taking it
that
slow.
beautiful looking bottle. over there.
We've got some brown water here, and it's called Peerless. And this is a double oak. This one was released within the year, about a few months ago. Coming in at 109.1 proof, 54.55% alcohol. Peerless they're really big on their rye. Like a lot of people are getting Peerless, they would get their rye.
It's really dark looking though.
Yeah, it is dark,
Right?
huh? Well, it's a double oak, so it's been in the oak barrel twice.
Okay.
So a little bit darker.
We've done a Peerless, haven't we? Not.
Uh,
We have. I think we did the rye whiskey.
Maybe
didn't
we did the rye. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
rye.
think we did.
It's a popular one, but this one we haven't done.
No,
so
definitely
we're switching it up a little bit, and I like it. I've had it. John hasn't.
Nope.
I always like his opinion.
Yes, sir.
Our friend Jay is a big fan of this one. He's actually the one who said, "If you see it, pick it up." And I said, "Sure." I found it, picked it up.
Is it a budget-friendly bourbon? Is Peerless a budget friendly?
This one, no, well, it's like any bourbon. You have ones that are more expensive and some that are a little cheaper. This one is a little bit higher up there, more like an 85-ish kind of, maybe. So it's not.
And Peerless, that's them, or are they under an umbrella of somebody else?
That is I don't know too much on their backstory.
I think a Peerless beverage. The
the
alcohol.
yeah, I know. That's a local liquor distributor in our area. It doesn't really. It's Kentucky. It's at Louisville, but as far as, thanks for asking that question, John. Made me feel like an idiot. It's not an everyday go-to for me, so I haven't done too much research on it myself. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh,
Yeah, that's nice, man.
that is nice.
Yeah. It's easy drinking.
Yeah.
You could get that proof. You feel the proof, but it's not like crazy in your
No,
face.
not at all.
Obtainium proof, stuff.
No, no. There's no fire on this.
Yeah. Nice chocolatey flavor. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely digging this.
Yeah, this one I can do.
I would do this definitely neat. No need for
Yes.
an ice cube. This is good straight up like
That's
this.
pretty neat that you would do that.
I'm a
Yeah.
pretty neat guy.
Yeah. Anyone that is below 34 years old or basically would be like, these guys are such dads, man.
Oh, we are. We're awful. We're awful.
Our little corny jokes in between there, and yeah.
Yeah.
I have a dad joke book.
That you read on the toilet?
Now it's actually sitting over there. I think we got to put it on one of these days.
Hell yeah.
And start reading some dad joke
Hell yeah.
book.
Drunk dad
stories.
joke books? Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I was a little intimidated by the color
Okay.
before you poured it. I'm digging it. And like I
It's
said,
good, man.
I'm fine with it just the way it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't need ice, doesn't need to be watered down.
Just
It's
the way
good.
you are. Yeah.
We got to go see Billy Joel again.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got tickets to Billy Joel, and I think you got them,
Yeah.
and there weren't many seats available.
I got the bar stool
And
seats.
you got barstool seats, and I'm like, Ken, what are we gonna do with barstool seats? Can you imagine sitting on a stool for a 3-hour
Oh, they
concert?
were great. They were great.
It was a countertop.
Yeah.
With we had the room. There was it wasn't, you weren't
MSG?
sitting in this little seat like this. We
Yeah.
had the room. We were dancing.
Yeah.
We got to go see Billy Joel again.
Yeah. You know what I like about Billy Joel is that he's not. At least when we saw him, he wasn't like super political. We know his views. We know
Nah,
what he
he
believes.
just sings his songs. He
But
sings his
he'll say things that might,
Not much.
you
though.
kind of can interpret his views on things, but he's not in your face with stuff. He's not Bruce Springsteen. He's not
Bono,
Bono or Bon Jovi or
Nickelback,
or
Bon Jovi don't say much.
well,
Bon Jovi, I've seen Bon Jovi quite a few times.
yeah,
I don't think I would go anymore. That dude looks like he took a turn for the worse.
yeah,
You ever see him lately? He's old, bro.
yeah, dude. I was watching a movie yesterday. It's called I See You. It's with Helen Hunt. Jeez, Helen Hunt, what happened to her?
Why no good?
No.
She used to be one of my favorites.
No bueno, man.
Really?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
I
just
had
not-
a hugest crush on.
It's
Helen
like
Hunt.
it's like everything was sinking. I
like
don't
Twister,
know.
Helen Hunt. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what dreams are made of.
We're no one to judge, but it's yeah, it was.
I'm
it
getting
was,
I'm getting better as I get older.
we're like a fine wine,
Hell
baby. Yeah, it was. I don't know. I actually had to look it up and make sure that was Helen Hunt.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, not good.
Decent movie though. I See You. It's cool. It's different.
I see you. Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. I think it was Netflix. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
good
Thank
stuff.
you for
Peerless.
For this.
Sorry, we
Yeah.
went on a little
You've obviously had it before.
off-topic rant there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was an odd episode because I think we're still giddy over last week's.
yeah, we are.
So we're rambling and we're going on. and
We're
on.
rambling a little bit. That's all right.
We
had
love
fun.
we love music. We love bands.
We are freaking music fanatics, and we can respect everything that's being put into music. And like I said, not to keep talking about Poor Man's Poison, but just to keep talking about Poor Man's Poison, they if you watch some of their clips like on Twitter, everything about what they do and to put this music together, it's crazy.
And the thing what we want to do is we're East Coast guys. We
Yeah.
want to introduce that music to the East Coast because you're missing out if you're not.
I think at this point though that there's a lot of East Coast. That,
Oh
that
yeah,
follow
no,
them
I mean
right
it's
now,
everywhere.
man.
I mean it's like
Yeah.
you took me to the Avett Brothers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Listen, they're a very popular band. Poor Man's Poison has gotten so popular over the years, especially Hell's Coming With Me, right?
Yeah.
Just took off. We talked about
Yeah.
1 billion views for the shorts, YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah, and what's a Feeding Machine's getting close to 20 million, I think now. It's
that-
like it's crazy.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, and they don't have an actual like video for it. It's just like a picture, you know. So
But our local guys, like our friends, we're grunge. We're 90s guys. We're grunge.
yeah,
We're getting used to this style of music now because
Yes.
now we're older, we're dads, and it hits more.
yeah.
It's chill.
And the weird thing is though is with Poor Man's Poison is because they won that like country.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're not
Was it
I don't-
country?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's
like,
the award. It was a country. Thing?
Yeah, it was.
It was like newcomer of the year or something. I don't know.
And
There's lipstick on this glass.
that was you, man.
I'm not wearing lipstick.
But I'm not a fan of country music, and I love these guys.
Same way.
I don't like country
same way.
music. Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's country, man. It's
And then when you talk to them and you ask them what they're into, it's totally different than you would think, right? Electronica.
well, no, but
and
not
they
just
know
that.
rap. They're like, they know everything.
B40 was it B40 or something?
I don't remember. I know he's
a
like,
rapper.
and we were like, I had never heard of that. And he's like, what? You
Yeah.
gotta listen to
We said UB40. I think.
UB40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red wine.
But their roots are in bands like Tool and Pearl Jam and you know some of these other like grunge kind of stuff. They're
They're our age. I mean,
generation.
that's our
yeah.
generation.
Yeah, exactly. So you could see some of those influences there. But like I said, I don't like country, and I love these guys. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's like that.
So we've talked about them so many times. We did the show last week. We did the program. We're always wearing the hats, the shirts. Guys, give them a shot, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a listen. If you don't like that style, you don't like the style.
And it's cool. The cool thing
You don't
about
have
it,
to.
if you put them in on YouTube, and you listen to their music, and you know how YouTube sometimes plays music and everything, you actually discover some pretty cool things. You know, like the Dead
you
South.
do, yeah.
Dead South was cool, bro. You see that cover with the Dead South? They did.
That was a strange.
They did some System of a Down.
In the middle of like the street, like in like.
Oh,
in,
that
like,
was
cowboy.
that
was
in
yeah.
Good Company. That's one.
But I'm okay with that.
And then they did the People Are Strange with they did the Doors cover,
Yeah.
which is pretty
Yeah.
cool too. You know, you actually discover some new bands,
Yeah.
some new music. So enjoy
Poor Man's Poison. Look out for Dr.
Enjoy-
Villain.
Yeah, Dr. Villain, man. I gotta get it. Oh, and one of my newer favorite songs is "Done for Good." One of their old bands. Ryan was doing a little tutorial on the song and everything, and it was just so freaking. I'm like, wow! I actually ended up buying that album and listening to that work. It's just pretty.
We
cool.
sound like fanboys. Maybe because we are. Maybe because they're putting out good shit. So
yeah. Listen to
it's
them.
all about good shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm straightforward. If I don't like you, if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you. They're putting out good shit.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
all I care
And I'm
about.
glad to see that they're putting it because they went on a little hiatus and everything, and to see them back in it and just say, "Hey, we're ready to bring the pain, bro. We're
This
gonna
is
do it."
this is why I say like
I came to bring the pain
hardcore
from
to
the brain. Yeah, so
he's dead. You made fun of me because I said I seen Breaking Benjamin like over 20 times. I want to see them every time they come around, and Dave too, because one day they're not going to be there, man. They're going to break up or they're going to retire. Or they're not going to be there. I need to get it in now, you know?
Yeah.
So
we got guys. We got plenty of time before that happens. Please, there's no retirements.
I might not wake up tomorrow. Who knows?
Well,
Cheers today. We're going to shout out
As long as Bourbon's poison.
Weyerbacher.
Weyerbacher.
Thanks for taking a ride out there and bringing back your kegs.
Yeah, man. Cool
Picking that
spot.
up. That
Check
was a
them
really
out.
cool
They got
spot.
all this cool things going on over there. Like they had ping pong table. They had all this stuff going on.
Oh, I love ping pong.
Dude, you know you're gonna be out there soon.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Tired hands.
And we got to be out there soon, too. Tired Hands down near Philly. Let's get some cheesesteaks and
Hell yeah.
drink some beer.
Shout out to Peerless.
Peerless Distilling Company out of Kentucky, Louisville. I mean, awesome. I like this variation. I actually might think I like this better than the rye, which they're known for.
Yeah.
So that's really good stuff.
I want to say I know we've been talking about them the whole time, but shout out Poor Man's Poison.
Shout out to the
3/4
guys.
of our subscribers and our viewers are because we became friendly with these guys.
Yeah.
And like I said in the beginning, we're not looking to become famous. We're not looking to make money off of this. We're doing this because we love drinking the beer. And I feel like I found friends in these guys,
Yeah.
and they enjoy the same.
This
likes
has
as
always
us,
been
and-
just a fun hobby, like a hobby in a way for us. You know, we just enjoy what we do. We like to shoot the shit, and
we hope one day we'll be able to meet in person and
Yeah.
and hang out. And,
yeah,
and I think it's going to happen
yeah.
sooner than later.
To all those karaoke singers out there, keep singing, even if
singing.
you're horrible. Yes, and I think that's it, brother.
That's it.
John,
Cheers.
cheers, buddy.
Good episode.
Good
Guys,
episode.
like, comment, subscribe. If you comment a lot, Kenny's going to play his tape of him singing.
Ground control
To
to
Major Tom.
Major Tom.
Maybe if we get even 10 or 15 likes, maybe me and you can figure out a Poor Man's Poison song, and we can play one live.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me. I can never compete.
We'll do it.
Cheers, John. Cheers to you
guys.
guys.
Peace.